So how do you let go of the past, of all that pain that feels like a knife that's turned in your chest every time you think about the breakup? Your friends and family only stay sympathetic for a little while. I mean, they have an unpublished date that you need to be done complaining and moping around by. When you take longer than they can put up with, then you no longer get asked out to parties and fun times. Hi, my name is Gail Marie from 6 Dimensions of Healing, and I've been a spiritual counsellor for over 22 years, helping people create happy, lasting relationships. There is an unspoken time frame from your family and friends that you need to be over it by a certain time. They say it's not like anybody has died, and we've all been through it before, which is quite true. And that's why they don't want to listen to your pain. It ignites the embers of their own. Everybody can relate to the pain of a breakup. Just think of it. 50% of all people in a broken relationship leave somebody behind in tremendous pain. And that's with just one busted relationship. But that's 50% of every teen and every adult in the world. That's billions of people we're talking about. I know it doesn't make your breakup any less painful. It just puts it into perspective a little. Besides, you're in really good company. So, just for you, here are a few revenge tales that I know of. Here's Alan, my spiritual soulmate, to read them for you.
She cheated on me with my best friend, who unbeknownst to her has herpes. That was all the revenge I needed. From Pauline. Good on you, Pauline. He was terrible and I was furious, so I shredded his passport. If he wasn't going anywhere with me, he wasn't going anywhere with anybody else, period. And the breakup wasn't going well and he wasn't letting me get my stuff. When I was finally allowed in, I instructed my new boyfriend to take a leak all over my ex's razor and toothbrush, which he did. I didn't think I had a problem with my ex until I ran into him at a New Year's Eve party. I left the party before him. I realised it was snowing and decided to take his shoes, which he'd left near the front door with me. Tori said that.
Thanks, Alan. It's okay to feel this way for as long as you want revenge. But what if you want to move on from revenge? Because revenge is only one of many moods, and just like its brother anger, it's not a very good master. Revenge attracts more things in your life to feel angry and vengeful about. So, what's the solution? When you've had enough of feeling sick and tired, it's probably time to build a waterfall. That's right, you heard me, a waterfall. Do you want to build a waterfall with me?
Yep.
Okay. A waterfall is a metaphor we use to describe a new pattern of thought. How it works is that you always have emotional waterfalls running in your life. The more you give your attention to a mood, the harder the waterfall flows, which creates some pretty powerful momentum. So this could be feeling angry. I'll have the angry waterfall, brought about by a relationship breakup, and the longer you feel angry, the more momentum the waterfall gathers. Waterfalls always begin just as a trickle, falling over the cliff and form into a raging torrent that no amount of plugging will stop. So how do you stop this waterfall of anger that torments you day and night? Well, you don't. That is, you don't need to. What you do is create a new one. You've got the new one. A new waterfall. You've got the new waterfall? This time, it would be, say, happiness. Read your thoughts a little better and feel as often as good as you can, as often as you can, until you're feeling a bit happier. Now, of course, the already pounding waterfall of anger is going to demand your attention, but you gently bring your thoughts back to the new one, to the one you'd prefer, a waterfall, looking for thoughts of relief that move you towards happiness. Your happiness waterfall also begins as a trickle, but as more of your attention is placed on this one, the other one will begin to lessen. The momentum will cease and the noise of anger will eventually become a trickle rather than a raging torrent. The key is where you place your focus, anger or happiness. You must keep bringing it gently back towards feeling happy. In this way, you build momentum and a raging happiness waterfall. That's it. No clearing or cleansing or saging. In fact, no amount of sage will get rid of the thoughts inside your own head, but the waterfall will. It will create a new pattern of thoughts that is one habit along the path to happiness. Now, take a gentle breath in and let out all this tension and stress, and breathe in the calm and peace of freedom, and allow that waterfall of happiness to gently flow through your life.